Hey guys, I'm Father McHale. We had gotten a request from Pastor. What was the kid's name? Do you remember?
His name's Angelo, but I don't really know what his full name is.
Well, in any case, he had seen our music disc farm tutorial, and he was curious how it was all set up. I thought I'd go through real quickly and just show you guys how. Um, for starters here, you want to make a trench that's 1 block wide and 12 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you want it to be about 3 blocks deep. Just long enough so if you had a hostile mob down here, he can't jump out. It's important, and Pastor touched on this in our original video, that wherever your skeletons fall, it's at least 4 fence posts away from where your creeper's going to go. And then this part here, you would probably want to build an obsidian. This is where our creeper's going to be. Obsidian is the block of choice, obviously, because it won't... I don't know, what am I trying to say, Pastor?
It's virtually indestructible.
Yeah, so if you screw up somehow, this creeper's not going to decimate your entire music disc farm, and you don't have to restart. You're going to want to make sure you leave a hole here. But then you can see if I was down here, I'm pretty much trapped. The creeper would have to come down here. There's no place to go. If he explodes, you should be fine. That forged fence post, the creeper won't blow up from anything that it's at least 3 blocks away from. Since the fence posts have a little bit of give, you can walk towards them. You have to have 4 of them, otherwise the creeper will explode. Right there where Pastor's standing, we'd put 1 more block. That's where we're going to try to trap our skeleton mob. So the skeleton would be there, the creeper would be here in the obsidian part, and then we'll build the spot where we would be down here. Again, we want to be 3 blocks away from the creeper, so 1, 2, and 3 is where we would be at. Sorry, I have to do this in stone because I have OCD. And I just can't let anything go. But you can see, so if we were here, we would be here. The creeper, Pastor, would be down there. You can see him. And then behind him would be a skeleton. Would be a skeleton trying to shoot me and hitting the guy. So far you're with us, hopefully.
I think that sounded more like a spider there, but
yeah, that's true.
That was my hissing creeper noises.
They're pretty good, I thought. But I also like you. Alright, let's see. Now I'm digging out where I would have my water go. The way the water works, and my video is a little bit different, and I can show that to you guys if you're interested. But water will naturally flow 7 spaces, so we just wanted to measure it out. So I know ahead of time, because I've built these a number of times, that 7 spaces is going to be from where I've just done it. You can go back through the video and count exactly how many I've done if you want it to be just like this one. This is the nicest way to do it, I think, because it'll deliver the water it'll deliver the discs directly out to your walking hallway here. Alright, so you can see where the water runs there. Again, this would be covered up. And this would be covered up. And you can see this would be pretty functional. So what you would do is you would bait your creeper into here. In our video we used a chute, and I'll show you how you'd want to do that. Watch out, Pastor. That's basically, when I say a chute, we want to get the creeper to go down into a long, thin place. I would line the whole thing in obsidian. It doesn't need to be more than 2 blocks high, but you can do it higher than that if you'd like. Well, let's keep it 2 so it's easier to see. And then what we did was we had ours coming like this. And so it was almost like we would be running them into a funneling system. And again, we kept this all obsidian, only because every once in a while you screw up. I mean, if you're me, you screw up a lot. If you're Pastor, you screw up a ton. And then And then when the creeper blows up, it doesn't take down your entire thing. And it doesn't take that long to mine the obsidian. In our hard mode world, obviously, it's a pain in the butt because we have to use some of our pickaxes to do it, but you can see you run them into here. In our world, we had a pressure plate. Whoa, my world just glitched. System set up, I think.
That is correct.
Alright, and the way that worked, I must have had it deeper than this, but let's see here. Rabble, OCD rabble. Rabble. Sorry, it didn't really matter if it's over here, but I can't stand being able to see the wiring whenever I do something. That's a personal problem. But the way that works is you just need to have wire running underneath the block here. I mean, it doesn't need to be anything crazy, and then you just need to throw a pressure plate down. Pastor, would you put a pressure plate right there?
I could.
Only because I don't already have one out.
Yeah, neither did I.
But you can see if I stand on this, it activates it. I think what we had in that world was we had just sticky pistons.
That is correct.
Stacked up.
2 pieces of glass. Actually, I think they were down one more. They were right in front of the hole.
Oh, well. Alright, so we wouldn't need that. Glass is nice because then you can stand on your thing, and as the creeper's chasing you, you can turn around and you can see it coming. Of course, if you screw up, glass just gets annihilated. But
chances are it's not.
Yeah, I mean,
again, the creeper does take 3 spaces between you and him to blow up, so if the hole is here, we have, where the glass is, where I'm standing between, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is our pressure plate. So we have ample amount of space to be standing there without the possibility of the creeper blowing up. I mean, I guess there is still a possibility. Maybe there's something else, another bad enemy around messing with them that might cause them to blow up, but chances are if it's just you and the creeper, you're safe, and so is your structure.
And I mean, we've built these in other ways, but basically, Pastor, how about you emulate being creepers outside during the middle of the day? So I'd see him here.
I'm coming here to try to blow up Father McHale, but he wants my precious music disc.
So once I have him coming, you want to go, just make sure you jump over the hole, get him to follow you down the hole, and then you just hit this, and he'll fall straight down in there. And then I would just want to run down here, assuming I've already captured a skeleton. This is why if in your world you find a skeleton mob spawn, it's the best place to build these, because if you saw in our video, then you can always have one available to us. And then he would just come down here. He won't blow up, and he'll take hits from behind, just how he likes it. And we should be able to kill the creeper. Alright guys, and so I guess I'm going to show you how to turn off the water as well. If that's something you want to do, the problem with something like this is, if the creeper does explode down here for some reason, since you're not using all obsidian, he's going to blow that up. And it's just one more thing you have to rebuild. Me and Pastor in our world are a little bit better about it, and so we haven't had to rebuild any of those pieces yet. But if redstone's not really your thing, then you probably don't want to take this method, only because it might involve some headache for you. But in any case, I will show you how to do it, and then you can decide for yourself what you want to do. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out right under here, and this is where our water would have been coming out. Somewhere around here. There we go. It doesn't take too much to do this, honestly. And maybe that's good for you, depending on your redstone skills.
Which I have 0 of.
But what I'm going to do is just dig this area out. I'm going to use a regular piston for this. And this is the simplest way to do it. I think in my video, again, I used an iron block with a sticky piston, but it's overkill. And, yeah, I guess in some ways making these types of videos helps you realize what you do need to do and what you don't need to do. Basically, I'm going to need a bucket of water now. You can see all I did was put a sticky piston, or a regular piston, and it's just facing that wall over there. My bucket of water is right here. And now this would all be filled back in. And you can see now my water will run just like before. It'll be 1 block back like ours is in our world, but that's no problem. 2 pieces of redstone here, and this would all be underground there. Gonna run 1 block there, and then I'm just gonna build our wall back up, and that should run. And now the water can be turned off. And so if we needed to get down there, I mean, it really only took us a second to do. This can all be buried. And so there's nothing crazy there. Right down there is where you can see the creeper. We can have the water on and off. The only thing is, ours is underground, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're actually catching creepers outside, you're going to want to keep water in that hole, so that way if it's light outside, they won't burn to death. And that's the same deal with your skeletons. If it's going to be outside, you're either going to want to catch them and then cover them up with something, or you're going to want to put water down there, so that way they don't burn. But we build ours underground because we always build them right along skeleton mobs. But yeah, I mean, that took an extra second, but hopefully that helped you. And yeah, I guess we'll cut this off now. I'm Father McHale.
And I'm Old Dirty Pastor.
Hit us up with any questions you have if I skipped anything, and I'll definitely help you out with it, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.